So there are a number of misconceptions that exist around nuclear power. Certainly, The Simpsons is a very popular TV show that taps into a lot of these. The three-eyed fish or the green glowing fuel. Or one of the more harmful misconceptions is, especially in The Simpsons, the nuclear power plant is falling into disrepair and they're hiding their nuclear waste. Actually, there's a lot of important safety that goes into running nuclear power plants where it's just nothing like that.
I would say the biggest misconception about nuclear power is the volume of waste that's generated. So the amount of spent fuel, which is the highly radioactive material that we need to be most careful about, the volume that's produced from all the reactors in the world would fit inside a football stadium.
So a fission nuclear power plant generates electricity through fission nuclear reactions. That's where an atom is split. This generates kinetic energy, which is then harnessed as thermal energy through a coolant system. And then this goes through a turbine, which generates mechanical energy, and then in turn, electrical energy through a generator. Radiation, in a physics sense, is just energy transmitted as a wave or a particle.
I think people are afraid of radiation because they don't understand it. And I think it's very important to understand that this is the part of our world. It's everywhere. We need to understand how we can control it, evolve it into something that we can use, but we shouldn't be afraid of it.
Nuclear power has a risk attitude from the public similar to sharks. We are very scared of it, but the amount that we are scared of it is disproportionate to how risky it is on the whole.
Globally, we need nuclear everywhere to fit our demands of energy production.
Nuclear power is really important for meeting our net zero demands because having a fraction, say 20–30% of nuclear on our grid, makes it a lot easier to have a stable grid that produces the electricity that we need when we need it.
Nuclear energy is often referred to as a green energy source because during its lifetime, it doesn't generate any greenhouse gases while it generates electricity.
Our net zero challenge is to produce the energy that we need for electricity, transport, and everything else in our lives without emitting carbon.
The future of our energy demands is going to rely a lot on nuclear fission. It's certainly going to play a big part in our future. We're certainly working towards nuclear fusion, although it's going to be a long time yet before fusion is powering our homes. Not counting the sun, of course, which itself is a giant fusion reactor. So we all use electricity in our daily lives, be it when we look at our phones or when we put on the kettle, or even right now while you're watching me talk about how important nuclear power is. So I think that it's very exciting to be a part of that research and that people should be interested and excited by it.